What does it mean for Tesla if you now have a European competitor that's producing a lithium-ion battery?
Hey, happy early New Year to you, Courtney. I guess I'm not so sure I see it as a competitor. I think it's I think there's probably more of a collaborator, if you will. And if we look at context is really important here. If we're looking at 3 million battery electric vehicles going to something north of 30 million over the next 7-8 years here, you're going to need a lot of batteries. I mean, Tesla has said they're going to buy as much capacity as they can. And so I think, if anything, this data point just shows where the industry is going from internal combustible to electric.
Tesla is certainly always a battleground stock, one that we debate a lot on this network. Elon Musk just had to sell a bunch of shares, with part of his plan to do so. So not a surprise, perhaps, for investors. But we also look at what's going on with ARK Invest and Cathie Wood and her positioning. What is your forecast for Tesla shares going into the next year, and how closely should investors in Tesla follow moves by founder Elon Musk and by Cathie Wood of ARK Invest?
I learned early on with respect to Tesla that following everything that Elon says is really tiring. So, we tend to look on get the updates on a quarterly basis. We'll review our annual, 12-month price target. I have a buy rating on the stock. I was one of the first to have that positioning in 2018. And I think that the trend for electric vehicles is still in the relatively early stages. So I think it's too early. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be volatility. There's going to be opportunities to buy on pullbacks. That's kind of our positioning, is to add to positions, unless we see a major change in the overall economic situation. In other words, if we go from what is a bull market into a bear market, and then relative value probably needs to be thought through. But for this current market, I continue to see more upside than downside in Tesla.